It's so fairy tale-like and romantic. Hello my friends and welcome back to another bookish vlog. In today's vlog we will do everything bookish, we will read. I have a book haul for you. We might also visit a bookstore. I haven't made any plans yet to go at a bookstore, but I think that it has been a minute since the last time that I was at a bookstore, so I really want to visit one, maybe also buy a few more books, even though I already have ordered a few books. But the first thing that I want to talk about are the books that I'm currently reading. I am currently reading 3 books. So your girl is having the time of her life. She's reading 3 books at a time. I am at a different spot in each book. I am almost done with one of them. And then the other 2 I am pretty much at the beginning of them, even though one of them is a novella. So what is the beginning and what is the end? It is a tiny book, so. But let's start with the little novella. It is called Sugar and Spice at the Gingerbread Bakery. It is a serious Christmas romance novella by Alanis Winters. I first heard about this novella at one of Sarah Bestie's videos. I will have her channel on the screen and linked down below. But apparently one of her subscribers wrote this novella and she enjoyed it very much. And because at the time that I'm filming this video, it is almost Christmas. Christmas is like 4 days away. I just want a few last-minute Christmas vibes in my life because I read a few Christmas books earlier in December or at the end of November. I don't remember. But I haven't read a Christmas book since then. And I feel like I need a little bit of Christmas sugar and spice in my life. So far I am enjoying the novella a lot. I just turn on some Christmas ambience and music on YouTube while I'm reading it and the vibes are amazing. This novella has some magic in it. It will definitely have some mystery in it as well and some romance. And to my understanding, we have Grumpy Sunshine. But so far I am enjoying this novella a lot. I know that at the time that you're watching this video, it's not Christmas anymore. So apologize for giving you more Christmas vibes here, but it is Christmas for me. So I gotta read my Christmas novella. I still have my Christmas decor out, so it is what it is. This is going to be the last video that you will probably see my Christmas decor in it, because I know that a lot of people, as soon as Christmas ends, they don't want to see any more Christmas decorations and they put everything away and they are just ready for a fresh start for the new year. But I personally keep my decorations up normally till the beginning of January, so I'm not going to put everything away that quickly. The second book that I have been reading is again on Kindle and it is part of Kindle Unlimited. Also the novella is part of Kindle Unlimited. Forgot to mention that. So I am 27% into the novella and I am 9% into Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This is a dark fantasy novel. This is the first time that I read a dark fantasy novel and so far I am really enjoying it. It focuses on 2 sisters. Something tragic has happened at the beginning of the book and the oldest sister needs to step up and find her true powers. I already love the writing, the pacing, the whole dark, gothic, eerie atmosphere, and also can we appreciate the cover. Honestly, I low-key wish that I had the physical copy of it so I would also have the cover with the colors of it. And I know that the author will release the second book in this interconnected standalone series, I want to say, in April 2025. And I think it's called Enchantra, something like that. And that cover is stunning as well. So I low-key want to start collecting these books, but they are on Kindle Unlimited, so I shouldn't do that. And the third book that I'm almost done with it, and it's the book that we will sit down and finish it together now because I want to film my reaction, is House of Sky and Breath. I am in the last few pages. You know that if it is a Sarah J. Maas book, the last few pages are going to hurt like they are going to be insane, crazy. I have been having the best time with Crescent City. I think I started the first book, House of Earth and Blood, in December. Finished it and I'm already almost done and I will finish the second book within December. This book, these characters, this storyline, it is just so freaking good. So I just dog-eared this page because there was a quote that I just love these two characters. I'm not gonna say who says that and who the two characters are, but if you have read the book, you know, listen to this. You remind me that I am alive. You remind me that goodness can exist in the world. Are you kidding me? I just love these two. If you know, you know. But if you haven't read Crescent City and you have been thinking about it, you are on the fence, go ahead and read it. Just read it. You might love it. You might not love it, but just go ahead and read it. I think you will love it. Well, I cannot be sure about that, but I just loved it. Obviously, I am very excited about it. But before we sit down and we finish with this masterpiece, I will of course go ahead and make a tea. I also want to have a little treat. So let's head to the kitchen, make a cup of tea, grab my snack. I will first eat my treat because I cannot be reading the last few pages of a Sarah J. Maas book and eat at the same time. I might choke. I'll probably choke. So I will eat my snack first, my little treat, drink some of my tea, and then I will finish the book. You of course know the drill. We have to listen to some music while I'm making tea. We always do that, don't we? Listening to music, singing along, making a tea. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things. This is such a nice way to romanticize a simple, mundane moment in your day. While you're making your coffee, while you're making your tea, your lunch, your breakfast, listen to some music, sing along, dance, have a good cry. If it is a sad song and you're feeling some type of way, why not? Crying is also good in moderation. Let's listen to some Ben Barnes because he has released a song called Nevermind and I have been loving it.
The stars align like I left behind. I can wait all I want, but your heart is spoken for. It was never mine. But I loved you out loud.
Yeah, I cut that very nicely. Look at that. Okay, that last chapter, wow, I am so obsessed with this entire universe. I just can't. 5 stars. The last chapter, just brace yourself. If you are to read Crescent City and you reach the second book, just be prepared. Now I'm scared because I have heard people not talk greatly about the third book in Crescent City, and I feel like the way that this ends, the third book has to be insane. But what if it isn't? I need a second to gather my thoughts. Okay, so I finished the book. I did a little bit of scrolling on my phone, which I shouldn't have done. And now I need to cook some lunch. I'm planning on making a vegetable soup, but maybe I will have it with some eggs, maybe a couple of eggs or something, just to also have some protein, because a vegetable soup is it's not a complete meal. I just try to have protein with all of my meals. That's just the case with me. But I'm still thinking about the book, obviously. I just finished it, and I think I will continue thinking about it until I hop into the third book. But you see, I just finished this amazing epic book with this insane ending, and now I have to just go and live my regular life. I was just reading about insane action scenes and phenomenal plot twists, and now I need to cook soup. If that doesn't snap me back to reality, I don't know what does. Books are just amazing, you know? They just let you travel and visit different places and get to know different characters. It is just amazing. I think that if more people gave reading a chance, they would love it more than they think that they would. I honestly think that there is a book out there for everyone. We just need to give books a chance, you know? But I don't know where I'm going with this little rant. Alright, complete change of plans, and that noise that you can hear is the water. It is running because my partner is taking a shower. But my partner is back from work, and he told me, why cook when we can go out and eat? It's the festive season. He has an area in his mind, so we will attempt to go there and maybe have lunch out and maybe browse some stores if we manage to find parking. So let's see how the day will unfold. Alright friends, good morning. I want to share my little book haul with you this morning. Before I do, let me give you a reading update. So I still haven't finished with the Christmas novella that I have been reading, but I am 84% in it, so I have only a few more chapters left. And honestly, I'm really enjoying it so far. I know that I will upload this video once Christmas is over, but Sugar and Spice at the Gingerbread Bakery, add it in your TBR for next year, for next Christmas. Because I think that it is a fun, short, sweet little novella. I haven't made progress with Phantasma. Also, if anybody knows how to clean my Kindle's screen, let me know, because my Kindle's screen is so dirty and I really do not know how to efficiently clean it. So I am on page 38 in Phantasma, so I have plenty of pages left. I am only 9% into the book, but let me share this little book haul with you. I ordered these books a few days ago, and I actually have ordered one more, but it hasn't arrived yet. But the first book that I ordered is a very popular book that everybody has been reading it lately. I feel like so many people have been reading this book lately, and it is Beartown by Frederick Buckman. I have only read one more book by this author. It was nice, but it was not my favorite, but I did notice that the writing was very beautiful, so I have really high expectations for this one because I feel like most people are rating it 5 stars. So the only thing that I know about this book is that it has to do about a small town and about hockey. So I think that hockey is a pretty big deal for this small town. I haven't even read the synopsis, so let's do that together. Beartown is a small town in a large Swedish forest. For most of the year, it is under a thick blanket of snow, experiencing a cold and dark that brings people closer together or pulls them apart. Its isolation means that Beartown has been slowly shrinking with each passing year, but now the town is on the verge of an astonishing revival. A bright new future is just around the corner, until the day it is all put in jeopardy by a single brutal act. It divides the town into those who think it should be hushed up and forgotten, and those who will risk the future to see justice done. Can one young man find the courage to speak a truth no one wants to hear? Is this going to be scary? I don't think so, right? Let's see. So I really like also how the font is not teeny tiny. I just prefer my font being larger. And I also have a larger font on Kindle. You will now see my dirty screen, but you can tell that I use a large font for my Kindle as well. Then another book that I have been wanting to read for a while now is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. I I think that this book has been praised a lot. I have a feeling that this book will be maybe heartbreaking, but how beautiful is this cover? So let's read the synopsis. I am owed a life that does not end in tragedy. A year ago, before the revolution, Salama watched her brother marry her best friend Layla and wondered when her own love story might begin. Now she works at the hospital, helping those she can, closing the eyes of those she can't. Layla and her unborn baby are all Salama has left. Unless you count cough, but he's a hallucination, a symptom of the horror she's seen. Every day he urges Salama to live Syria. Every day she refuses, until she crosses paths with Kenan, the boy with the vivid green eyes who wants to stay and risk his life for everything their country could be. Okay, this is going to be, I feel like, very moving, heartbreaking. I cannot wait to read it. The third one is the third book in the Crescent City series. I cannot read this synopsis because I'm pretty sure that it will have spoilers in it, and if you have not read the other two books, that is not going to be fun. Also, this book is the paperback of, obviously, the paperback of House of Flame and Shadow, but it is taller than the other two books. There is a difference in the size. Let me show you. So this is the size that the first and the second book in the series has, and this is the third book. Why do they do that? But with this being large and tall, it means that the font is a little bit larger as well, not me still yapping about the font size. So I cannot wait to start this. It's gonna be a long, crazy journey. I have read the entire Sarah J. Maas universe in 2024, and this is going to be the only book that I haven't read from her. If I had finished this one, I would have finished the entire Maasverse, I think that's how people call it, within a year. And it might not be very impressive because I know that some people finish it within a few months, but still, I cannot wait to start this, and hopefully it will be good. I never told you that I finished Sugar and Spice at the Gingerbread Bakery, but I finished it a little while ago, and I think I will give it 4 stars because for a novella it had a great pacing and a great plot, and it just gave me what I was looking for. It was cozy, it was festive, it was a bit romantic, it was magical, so it was everything that I wanted it to be. So we'll give it 4 stars. It was so much fun, my last and final festive read of a season, and I have been sitting here and reading Phantasma, and I'm having the best time. I think that I'm gonna like this book a lot. I mean, I'm still at the beginning of it, but I am really enjoying it. I finally figured out, I think, what Phantasma is, because I think that I never read the synopsis of the book, or even if I did, I don't remember. So Phantasma is actually a deadly competition, and our main girl here, Ophelia, is about to take part in this deadly competition, but they have this weird rule: you shouldn't fall in love, or it's up to you if you fall in love while you are in the competition, but it is not a good idea to do that. So that gives me the sign that obviously Ophelia is going to fall in love with someone, and she's trying to save her sister. That's why she's taking part in this competition, but I really do not know if her sister is actually there. They had a fight, and her little sister went away, and now Ophelia thinks that her sister will take part in this competition. I really hope her sister isn't there and that she's gonna save her, otherwise why would she enter? But I'm really loving it so far. I love the writing, the descriptions, the whole energy of the book. I have noticed that I like darker books that are more gothic. I think that I prefer them. Think One Dark Window, think Belladonna. Also, I almost forgot, our main girl, Ophelia, has OCD, and I just appreciate how the author is showing literally how OCD is and how it is to have intrusive thoughts and live with intrusive thoughts. I just appreciate when the main character of a book has something that any of us could have. It is very important for readers to feel like they can relate to the main character and that the main character is not just a picture perfect, badass, amazing character. I mean, yeah, I bet she's gonna be badass and amazing, and having OCD or intrusive thoughts doesn't make you any less. But I just appreciate it when characters have things in their lives, they're going through things that any of us could go through. I just appreciate that, and I think that the author, at least so far, has done a very good job portraying how living with OCD and with intrusive thoughts is. This video has definitely taken a weird turn. I had other plans about this video. I wanted to visit a bookstore, take you along, but I got really sick again. I have already talked about that in my January monthly reset. You don't want to hear it again, but I thought that I should at least give you some reading updates because I have been doing a lot of reading the past few days. So grab your tea or coffee and let's talk about all the books that I have read these past few days. So I did end up finishing on my Kindle Phantasma and I gave it 4.25 stars. I really liked it. I did enjoy it. I loved the dark, gothic, eerie atmosphere. Also, when a book has trials and a competition, I eat it up. I just loved it. The whole aesthetic of the main female character, Ophelia, and our main guy, Blackwell. I think that they complemented each other so beautifully, and the whole plot was so much fun. I cannot wait to read more books by this author. It's just that the ending felt a bit rushed, I feel like. I think there was something in the ending that made me lower my rating. Other than that, it was a really good book. Then I ended up reading The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, which was devastating. I gave it 5 stars. I talked about some of these books in my January monthly reset routine, so I'm not gonna say much about this book again, but it was really good. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it, but it was so sad. The first book that I finished for 2025, because it is officially 2025 now, I have been filming this video for a while now. First book that I finished for 2025 was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I feel like I have been lied to. I'm just kidding, but unfortunately I didn't enjoy this book almost at all. I gave it 2.75 stars. This felt like a middle grade level book, not even high school, not even young adult. This was all over the place. It reads so freaking young, and while I was reading it, I was like, are you kidding me? So many people have given this 5 stars and they say that it is amazing and so good and so fairy tale like and romantic, and yes, it is very fairy tale like, but this is legit a book for, I don't know, 12-year-olds. I had really high expectations for it, and I'm just ready to say goodbye to this book. I am unhauling it, and I will be unhauling the next 2 books in this series as well, because I'm definitely not gonna be reading them. I didn't enjoy the writing. It felt so juvenile, so young, and I just wanted to get the hype, but I just didn't. And if I had to choose between The Cruel Prince and this book, because I didn't enjoy The Cruel Prince either when I read it, I will choose The Cruel Prince, and I didn't like that book either. I feel like YA is a hit or miss for me. The book that I am currently reading is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I have been enjoying it. I
am not even 50% into the book, but I have been enjoying it. See, this is an example of a good YA book. This is YA, but it's keeping me interested. The plot is good. The characters don't feel like they are immature. The story is not all over the place. I mean, I loved Six of Crows. It was 5 stars for me, but so far Crooked Kingdom is really good as well. Books like this one give me hope to continue reading YA. And the last reading update that I have for you is a book that I randomly found on Kindle Unlimited last night. I didn't know what to read. I am in such a haze the past few days, and I wanted to read something lighter. I don't even know if the book that I have chosen here to start is light, but I just felt like I wanted a romance and not only reading fantasy, so Crooked Kingdom. So I chose this book called Meet Me at the Metro. I have only read like 1 chapter, so I don't even know if it's going to be good or not, if it's going to be the fluffy, light romance that I'm looking for, or if it's going to have more substance in it. I haven't even read the synopsis. All I know is that it is a romance. I want to read a romance at the moment. I will see if I will continue it. I think that I will. But these are my reading updates. I wanted to give you my final reading updates for this vlog, and hopefully in our next bookish vlog we will do more fun things. I will be strong and healthy, and we will hit some coffee shops, some bookstores, and we will have a good old time like we always do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye friends!